Greetings everyone and welcome to my newest video, and there goes my frame rate because I started capturing. So first of all, this video will be about normal and parallax mapping, but I won't really talk about the implementation or the thoughts behind them, because you can google that and I will just fuck up because I already fucked up maybe 10 times before this take, so I will just skip that. So this is the normal version, not the normal, the simple funk shaded version of our monkey head. This monkey head has a brick texture on it. Yeah, I know that monkey heads aren't really made of bricks, but in this case this will be a good testing subject. So yeah, as you can see, it's really flat, it's really smooth, and you really can see maybe the vertices where there are a change of normal vectors, and after that it really just interpolates between two vertices or three vertices, and between those vertices it's just smooth. As you can see, it's not really realistic and it isn't really used anywhere currently, maybe in the early 90s, but this is disgusting, so not even in the early 90s, I think. Oh yeah, maybe on consoles I saw a few pictures, never mind. So this is the same monkey head, it's a bit bigger, I don't know why, but this is the same monkey head with the normal mapping of the bricks texture. So normal mapping gives a feeling, gives the feeling a feeling, gives the feeling the feeling, gives the surface a feeling. So as you can see, the surface is really flat, and we know that a brick is not really flat, but a roof, wrinkly, stony feeling it has. So yeah, as you can see, now it got bumps, and yeah, and I know that the monkey head is really not for using with bricks. As you can see, this is good for demonstration. As you can see, in this version this is just flat, and this version this looks like it's from stone. Yeah, so bricks made from stone should look like stone, and this is not really stone, but this is a much better stone. So a little intermezzo. This is a crate with a crate texture. It is made from wood, and as you can see, this is now has normal mapping, but not a wood normal mapping, not the normal mapping for its texture, but instead a normal mapping for the bricks texture. So as you can see, you can see those I don't know how it's called, but you get the point. So it looks like it's made from brick, but a brick colored wood. So yeah, it got a really rough surface, but wood isn't really rough, but really smooth. How can I say that? Okay, well, I will just stop here. You got the point. So it feels like brick, but it looks like wood made from brick. And this is the third version of our shading, parallax and normal mapping together. So parallax mapping is usually not replaces normal mapping, but enhances it. And as you can see, let me zoom out a bit. I think this is a much better version of the bricks texture. For one reason, because it looks like a brick and not textured in a monkey head. But yeah, it's much more realistic because its surface looks real. But we will come back to this later. Let's go further. This is another brick texture, and yeah, this has normal mapping and parallax mapping too. As you can see, it got a nice surface too. It has got. I should practice a bit English. So yeah, I'm bad at grammar currently, and as you can see, if I look closer at the normal and at the texture, which got normal and parallax mapping, it gets really shitty. Maybe this is not really shitty, but if we look at this zoomed one, scaled one, it gets really unrealistic. So there is a directional light from the right side. I'm looking at it right now, and maybe 30 degrees. Its angle, yeah, its angle is 30 degrees. As you can see, it gets really unrealistic if we look really close. Yeah, and as you can see from this view, you can see that it's flat. It just gives the feeling of surface not really being flat, but it is flat. So our next subject is the previous brick texture with on a bigger plane, and as you can see, this is much weirder than before. It's even worse when I move. So yeah, this is like an ocean or the surface of Jupiter with hurricanes and tornadoes and etc. And I think I should go on because this is a bit dizzy and I feel like I'm on drugs. So yeah, let's move down. So the last stage of our video is a little comparison between the three versions of the shaders. So there are two textures, as you can see, the red brick and the gray brick. The first version is the simple funk shader. As you can see, it's flat. As you can see, it's flat. It's flat from everywhere. Everywhere. So if we look closer, it's flat. If we look from distance, it's flat. Maybe the gray one is a bit more. It's got a better texture, so it's not that bad like this red one, which is really shit from everywhere. But the gray one got a nice texture, in my opinion. So the second one is the shader with a normal mapping, and as you can see, it's better. I think it's much more realistic. Yeah, I think this is much more realistic, and if we zoom at it, it stays the same. It's good. If you look from far away, yeah, it's good. So normal mapping is good in most cases. And there is normal mapping with parallax mapping, and as you can see, in my opinion, it's better in both cases. So with both textures, the third version is much better. If we look from this way, it's pretty cool. If we look at this texture, it's pretty cool. But the problem with parallax mapping is that if we look closer, it gets really unrealistic. So in my opinion, this is realistic, and we are looking currently at it from a close distance, and this is realistic in my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm bad at looking at things. So, and this is parallax mapping, and it really looks like something went wrong. And if I zoom out, it's good. So parallax mapping doesn't really like being viewed from a close distance or from a small angle. This is its weak part, in my opinion. But from this position, it looks pretty good. And if we look at the third version of this gray brick, I think it looks horrible, like it's made from raw pasta or something like that, or from, how is it called? Not a mansion. Mansion is a house. How is that job called, which handles brick making, house making, or something like that? Well, it starts with man. Never mind. My thoughts always go away to different places, and this video isn't about that. So yeah, my English is pretty good again. So as you can see, My conclusion is that the flat shading is nearly bad. It's nearly always bad, the normal mapping is nearly always good, and the parallax mapping with normal mapping is good when things aren't looked at from close distances or low angles. But if you want the most detailed version of a floor or a wall texture, normal mapping and parallax mapping is the start. So yeah, it can be much better and maybe fix the issues with parallax mapping, but it's a good start in realism, I think. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and if you got any opinions, I can say that word correctly, opinions, yeah. So if you got opinions, onions, if you got onions or any ideas, what should I do a video about, what are you interested, you got the point. Just tell me in the comments. Feel free to like and comment, subscribe, and etc, etc. I don't know when will the next video come, but I think it will be interesting or not. So have a nice day. Bye.